I mentioned that when I began this work about 2 years, actually when I first started coming to Ojai, I was really influenced by how many people were interested in herbal healing here. And it made me think more about a conversation I had with an ethno-herbalist. And we were talking about the herbs that were used for medicinal reasons within African Americans, and then even within the African diaspora. And I came across this plant called rue. And I thought I was studying rue as a form of specifically early slave medicine here in the United States, only to realize that this actual herb was used everywhere in the world. And so I imagined in my head, well, what if rue was given to us by the stars? And what would that process be as it's coming from one form of energy into another? And so I created a series of watercolor paintings to really explore what that means. And so to me, this was like, if I could see the molecular spiritual energy of the herb, this is the form that it would be taking. And then as it's coming to earth, it's then changing some more, becoming more like the flowers that we actually enjoy. And there's two different kinds of rue that I've painted here. One is the Syrian rue and one is the common rue. They're two different plants really, but they have the same purpose. And they call it the women's herb or the witch's herb, but it's an herb that is used in Santeria, Appalachian Hoodoo, the Catholic Church. It's a cleansing herb. And I thought it was really interesting that in all the research I was doing, rue just kind of jumped out at me as something to follow. And I did, and every time people came into the studio, all of the women from all over the world that I was meeting with had some kind of understanding of this plant. And so I decided to create a whole origin story for it, and then go through different forms of abstraction to paint it in a very fluid, using a medium that is fluid, that although it is fluid, it's not very yielding to mistake. And so this was my study, my painting study of rue.